Oremus. Aeterni Deus et clementissime Pater, gratias tibi quam maximus agimus, quod nos affera et agresti vita ad artes ingenuas et scientiarum cognitionem deduxeris, quod domum nostram perpetua largitati et misericordia, usque ad hunc diem prosecutus sis, quod viam nobis et veritatem et vitam in filio tuo indicaveris. A te, Pater, petimus, ut servi tui graduandi apis profecti initiis, ad metam perfectionis adspirent, et nobis nostraeque rei publicae laudi et ornamento esse possint. Tibi, Pater, Filio et Spiritui Sancto, sit laus, honor et gloria in saecula saeculorum. Amen.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, by authority of the Senate, I present to you this person on whom Senate desires you to confer the honorary degree of Doctor of Veterinary Medicine and Surgery, Annette Ross MacLeod Crosby. Annette Crosby is obviously extremely well known for her illustrious acting career, but today we are here to recognize another facet of Annette Crosby, her overwhelming passion and dedication to canine welfare, particularly relating to the cruelty and abuse suffered by the greyhound breed, the oldest and most noble of our purebred dogs, indeed the only purebred dog to be mentioned in the Bible. Annette Crosby was born in Gorebridge, Midlothian. She had decided on an acting career by the age of 12. She trained at the Bristol Old Vic Theatre School between 1953 and 1955. And her first acting role was working as an understudy at the London Old Vic Theatre in a company led by Richard Burton and John Neville. She has attracted at least 4 Best Actress awards, and in 1998, she was awarded the OBE for her significant services to acting. Annette Crosby has had leading roles in many theatrical productions, which have included several Shakespearean plays, and she has played here in Glasgow at the Siddons Theatre on more than one occasion. She has also appeared in 8 films. But it is her TV appearances for which she is most famous. Annette Crosby has appeared in several local TV productions, such as the recent Dr. Finlay series, Northern Lights and Taggets. But I am sure everyone here most associates Annette Crosby with her sympathetic portrayal of the long-suffering wife of Victor Meldrew in the very popular comedy, One Foot in the Grave. And of course, Richard Wilson, until last year, was our rector here at the University of Glasgow. And if he had been here today witnessing the ceremony, I'm sure we would have heard him utter those immortal words, "I don't believe it." Annette Crosby has always had dogs, normally at least 2 at a time. At present, she has 3 rescued greyhound dogs, known affectionately as Tatty, Hinny, and Bonnie. She has always had a love of animals and a concern for their welfare. Approximately 7 years ago, after reading a newspaper article on the cruelty suffered by the racing greyhound in particular, she took on a personal crusade to improve canine welfare whenever she can, particularly for the racing greyhound. When talking with Annette Crosby, it is her overwhelming passion with canine welfare that is most obviously apparent. And historically, it is those individuals with passion and dedication who have managed to improve animal welfare. In the 1800s, Richard Martin, a founder member of the RSPCA, was responsible for the first Act of Parliament making cruelty to some animals, but interestingly not the dog, a crime. This was in spite of being ridiculed and laughed at by his friends and fellow parliamentarians. He overcame this by challenging all those that dared to laugh at him to a duel the following morning. He was an expert shot and soon began to significantly reduce the opposition to his proposed bill. Annette Crosbie, I feel, has that same passion, and I know that she is currently trying to persuade the Scottish Parliament in, we hope, a slightly less confrontational fashion to that of Richard Martin, to alter the laws relating to greyhound racing in Scotland. She has recently been involved in setting up the pressure group Greyhounds UK. Annette Crosbie has worked closely with the Scottish Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, and indeed I first met her when she opened the new veterinary facilities at the Scottish SPCA Animal Welfare Centre at Bothwell Bridge. The University of Glasgow Veterinary School, like Annette Crosbie, is very much concerned with animal welfare, and the university provides the veterinary services for the Scottish SPCA in the Glasgow area. A very demanding role for us, but one we take very seriously. Annette Crosbie has highlighted the unfortunate plight of the greyhound, especially in Scotland, and the Greyhound Racing Board acknowledges that Scotland has a particular problem with abandoned and neglected dogs. Some of the accounts of canine cruelty reported by the Scottish SPCA are quite shocking. Animal welfare is a major concern for us all. The public quite rightly are concerned and question many of our current practices. Not only is there concern over cruelty to unwanted pets, but there is concern over animal production methods, factory hens, broiler chickens, veal calves, to name but a few. There is concern over live animal export and transportation, and concern over how we manage our wildlife populations, fox hunting, of course, being of high profile at the present time. Later today, our new veterinary graduates here will be taking their declaration, the equivalent of the Hippocratic Oath, in front of the President of the Royal College of Veterinary Surgeons, who is a guest this morning. This oath has, within the last year, been reworded by the Royal College to emphasise the importance of animal welfare. The veterinary profession has a major role to play in animal welfare at all levels, and we welcome the enthusiasm and support of celebrities such as Annette Crosbie. We look forward to Ms. Crosbie's continuing involvement with greyhounds and their welfare, and also we hope to her interest in our efforts to improve animal welfare in all its aspects. It is therefore with great pleasure that I ask you, Mr. Vice-Chancellor, to confer on Ms. Annette Crosbie the honorary degree of Doctor of Veterinary Medicine and Surgery.
Te Medicinae Veterinariae Doctorum Creamus. A great delight.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, in name of the Faculty of Science and by authority of the Senate, I present to you these graduates who have been found worthy to receive the higher degree of Doctor of Science. Christopher John Gilmore.
Te Scientiae Doctorum Creamus.
Peter Wilson McFarlane.
Te Scientiae Doctorum Creamus.
Dharmendra Singh Varma.
Te Scientiae Doctorum Creamus.
Indra Kumari Varma.
Te scientiae doctorum creamus.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, in the name of the Faculty of Science and by authority of the Senate, I present to you these graduates who have been found worthy to receive the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Fiona Mary Anderson.
Te philosophiae doctorum creamus.
Kieran William Grant Brea.
Te philosophiae doctorum creamus.
Cameron Seath Gibb.
Te philosophiae doctorum creamus.
Andrew David Heron.
Te philosophiae doctorum creamus.
Christopher Paul Keeley.
Te philosophiae doctorum creamus.
Graham Douglas McAllister.
Te philosophiae doctorum creamus.
Ian Martin Roderick McKinnon.
Te philosophiae doctorum creamus.
Simon Andrew Moore.
Te philosophiae doctorum creamus.
Vicky Clark Pearson.
Te philosophiae doctorum creamus.
William Ferguson Ross.
Te philosophiae doctorum creamus.
Alistair Peter Rutherford.
Te philosophiae doctorum creamus.
Colin Paul Burns.
Te philosophiae doctorum creamus.
Antonia Printezes.
Te philosophiae doctorum creamus.
Susan Deborah Spence.
Te philosophiae doctorum creamus.
David Andrew Cruikshank.
Te philosophiae doctorum creamus.
Paul Fotheringham.
Te philosophiae doctorum creamus.
Kenneth Boyd McAlpine.
Te philosophiae doctorum creamus.
Matthew Donald Kennedy Chalmers.
Te philosophiae doctorum creamus.
Noel Mary Daly.
Te philosophiae doctorum creamus.
Andrew Patrick Gallagher.
Te philosophiae doctorum creamus.
Neil Scott MacDonald.
Te philosophiae doctorum creamus.
Andrew McLean Wood.
Te philosophiae doctorum creamus.
Mitcham Ted Bock.
Te philosophiae doctorum creamus.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, in name of the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and by authority of the Senate, I present to you these graduates who have been found worthy to receive the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Laura Blackwood.
Te philosophiae doctorum creamus.
Richard Michael Dixon.
Te Philosophiae Doctorum Creamus.
Susan Duffy.
Te Philosophiae Doctorum Creamus.
Fiona Gregory.
Te Philosophiae Doctorum Creamus.
Donald Andrew Yule.
Te Philosophiae Doctorum Creamus.
Nicholas Paul Robinson.
Te Philosophiae Doctorum Creamus.
Linda Hanlon.
Te Philosophiae Doctorum Creamus.
Katharina Ingeborg Margaret Lindholm.
Te Philosophiae Doctorum Creamus.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, in name of the Faculty of Science and by authority of the Senate, I present to you these graduates who have been found worthy to receive the degree of Master of Science. Tor Erland Fregi.
Te Scientiae Magistrum Creamus.
David Martin Moffat.
Te Quoque.
Sharifa Ali Sayed Al-Kazmi.
Te Quoque.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, in name of the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and by authority of the Senate, I present to you this graduate who has been found worthy to receive the degree of Master of Veterinary Medicine, Chris Pickersgill.
Te Medicinae Veterinariae Magistrum Creamus.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, in name of the Faculty of Science and by authority of the Senate, I present to you these students who have fulfilled the conditions required by the resolutions and may now be admitted to the degree of Master in Science. Ian McCall.
Te Magistrum in Scientia Creamus.
Damien Ronald MacArthur.
Te Quoque.
Claire Jane Smith.
Te Quoque.
Mark Peter Bell.
Te Quoque.
Debbie Elizabeth Margaret Ross.
Te Quoque.
Elizabeth Campbell.
Te Quoque.
Mary Gibson.
Te Quoque.
Andrew Fraser Gunn.
Te Quoque.
Alison Hay.
Te Kokwe.
Pani Katrina Hutchison.
Te Kokwe.
Andrew Nicholson Knox.
Te Kokwe.
Vicky McIver.
Te Kokwe.
Hassan Thomas Mamdani.
Te Kokwe.
Mark Allen Thompson.
Te Kokwe.
Adam Henry Aitkenhead.
Te Kokwe.
Mary Ann Crawford.
Te Kokwe.
Stephen James Henry Hanlon.
Te Kokwe.
Douglas Thomas Hunter.
Te Kokwe.
Christy McComb.
Te Kokwe.
Brian McKinnon.
Te Kokwe.
Neil Martin Robertson.
Te Kokwe.
Gillian Allison Norrie.
Te Kokwe.
Susan Skinner.
Te Kokwe.
Graham Ewan.
Te Kokwe.
Alan Gray.
Te Kokwe.
Simon George Robertson.
Te Kokwe.
Michael James Walker.
Te Kokwe.
Susan Veach.
Te Kokwe.
Alison Jane Craig.
Te Kokwe.
David William Davidson.
Te Kokwe.
Martin Robert Hewitson.
Te Kokwe.
Deborah Coral Telfer.
Te Kokwe.
Robjater Thorstensen.
Te Kokwe.
Chris Wojciechowski.
Te Kokwe.
Get it right now. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, in name of the Faculty of Science and by authority of the Senate, I present you these students who have fulfilled the conditions required by the resolutions and may now be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science. Amanda Burns.
Te Scientiae Baccalaureum Creamus.
Kira Danielle Shepherdson.
Te Kokwe.
Kate Caroline Tully.
Te Kokwe.
Rebecca Margaret Hunter.
Te Kokwe.
Catherine Margaret Davidge.
Te Kokwe.
Jennifer Downsland.
Te Kokwe.
Ian Thomas Duncanson.
Te Kokwe.
Ian Andrew Gass.
Te Kokwe.
Thomas Kennedy Hutton.
Te Quoque.
Donald James Lorry.
Te Quoque.
Rebecca Jean Lithgow.
Te Quoque.
Craig McPherson.
Te Quoque.
Ross McSween.
Te Quoque.
Stephen William Miller.
Te Quoque.
Fraser Neil Murray.
Te Quoque.
Elaine Brown.
Te Quoque.
Donna Jane Cordwell.
Te Quoque.
Diane Louise Cameron.
Te Quoque.
Helen Fiona Cameron.
Te Quoque.
Margaret Jane Downey.
Te Quoque.
Neil David Forrest.
Te Quoque.
Margaret Ann Johnston.
Te Quoque.
Linda Jordan.
Te Quoque.
David Kane.
Te Quoque.
Linda Kelly.
Te Quoque.
Ian McCulloch.
Te Quoque.
Gordon John McKiernan.
Te Quoque.
Julie Ann Wilson.
Te Quoque.
Fatima Beltagui.
Te Quoque.
Adrian Ugg Ann Boone.
Te Quoque.
Gordon Cook.
Te Quoque.
William Henry Dell.
Te Quoque.
Hammond Ivor Elstad.
Te Quoque.
James David Farrell.
Te Quoque.
Adrian Martin Gallagher.
Te Quoque.
Ewan William Kenneth Gilmore.
Te Quoque.
Sammy Norman Greenlees.
Te Quoque.
Peter Harper.
Te Quoque.
Gregory Hachinsky.
Te Quoque.
Gerald Hughes.
Te Quoque.
Robert Philip Japp.
Te Quoque.
David Thomas Johnston.
Te Quoque.
Tahir Naveed Khan.
Te Quoque.
Jennifer Logan.
Te Quoque.
Alan Lucas.
Te Quoque.
Andrew McBean.
Te Quoque.
Gavin James McCallum.
Te Quoque.
Peter Duncan McElroy.
Te Quoque.
David Kerr Magukin.
Te Quoque.
Craig McInnes.
Te Quoque.
Kevin Kenneth McLaughlin.
Te Quoque.
Patrick Simon McMorris.
Te Quoque.
Gareth Paul McSorley.
Te Quoque.
Graham Stewart Mallard.
Te Quoque.
Kenneth Lachlan Cathcart May.
Te Quoque.
Douglas Chisholm Melvin.
Te Quoque.
Andrew John Moore.
Te Quoque.
Alistair John Morrison.
Te Quoque.
Peter Douglas Morton.
Te Quoque.
Andrew Neil Mott.
Te Quoque.
Robert Douglas Murray.
Te Quoque.
Colin James Patterson.
Te Quoque.
Paul Radziwonik.
Te Quoque.
Kenneth Malcolm Rich.
Te Quoque.
Alan Thomas McKinnon Stevenson.
Te Quoque.
Catherine Emery.
Te Quoque.
Zoe Evans.
Te Quoque.
Kirstine Harrison.
Te Quoque.
Rory James Armstrong.
Te Quoque.
Paul Mark Condy.
Te Quoque.
Ross Andrew Fennick.
Te Quoque.
Graham James Kerr.
Te Quoque.
Colin Hamilton Peebles.
Te Quoque.
Mr Vice-Chancellor, in the name of the Faculty of Science and by authority of the Senate, I present to you these students who have fulfilled the conditions required by the resolutions and may now be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science. Rory McKechnie Beaton.
Te Scientiae Baccalaureum Creamus.
Sarah Frances Beck.
Te Quoque.
Christopher Colin Boyle.
Te Quoque.
Donald Monroe Budge.
Te Quoque.
Judith Ann Crawford.
Te Quoque.
Julie Ann Curry.
Te Kokwe.
Paul Dixon.
Te Kokwe.
Suzanne Horn.
Te Kokwe.
Rosemary Ann Inglis.
Te Kokwe.
Barry Jones.
Te Kokwe.
Stephen Kay.
Te Kokwe.
Hui Kin Lam.
Te Kokwe.
Michael Francis McGowan.
Te Kokwe.
Anna Louise Mason.
Te Kokwe.
Claire Marie Pamela Moore.
Te Kokwe.
Christopher John Morton.
Te Kokwe.
Andrew Muirhead.
Te Kokwe.
Joanna Mary Sharkey.
Te Kokwe.
Judith Ann Taylor.
Te Kokwe.
Laura Elizabeth Thompson.
Te Kokwe.
David Wallace.
Te Kokwe.
Donald James Aitken.
Te Kokwe.
James Alexander Craig.
Te Kokwe.
Grant Irwin.
Te Kokwe.
Thomas Ferns.
Te Kokwe.
Christopher Ian Ossip Gordon.
Te Kokwe.
John Paul Henderson.
Te Kokwe.
Alistair William Heptonstall.
Te Kokwe.
Fiona Ann McEwen.
Te Kokwe.
Stephen John McGloin.
Te Kokwe.
Joseph James Milone.
Te Kokwe.
Pallavi Menon.
Te Kokwe.
David Andrew James Moran.
Te Kokwe.
Alan Murphy.
Te Kokwe.
Nkosi Bona Ndlovu.
Te Kokwe.
John Nelson.
Te Kokwe.
Pamela Ocampo.
Te Kokwe.
Benny Robert Sawatsky.
Te Kokwe.
Ross Ian Crawford.
Te Kokwe.
Douglas Gavin Curry.
Te Pukwe.
Peter John Hamilton.
Te Pukwe.
David William Hill.
Te Pukwe.
Martin Jones.
Te Pukwe.
Ian Alexis Kerr.
Te Pukwe.
Raymond McRae.
Te Pukwe.
David McGroarty.
Te Pukwe.
Paul Stewart McClellan.
Te Pukwe.
Fraser Robert Cullen Spears.
Te Pukwe.
Tracy Connor.
Te Pukwe.
Carolyn Ann Davies.
Te Pukwe.
Richard Andrew Dilworth.
Te Pukwe.
David John Jackson.
Te Pukwe.
Campbell Graham Laurie.
Te Pukwe.
Anna McBride.
Te Pukwe.
Elaine McCartney.
Te Pukwe.
Brian Morgan.
Te Pukwe.
Louise Ann Morrison.
Te Pukwe.
Jeffrey Raymond Roger.
Te Pukwe.
Mark James McCall.
Te Pukwe.
Kevin McCrory.
Te Pukwe.
Fiona Danks.
Te Pukwe.
Anne-Marie O'Connell.
Te Pukwe.
Michael Hall.
Te Pukwe.
Fiona Angela Mathewson.
Te Pukwe.
John Cuthbert Prentice.
Te Pukwe.
Scott John Stevenson.
Te Pukwe.
Gillian Laura Whitenet.
Te Pukwe.
Alan Third.
Te Pukwe.
Jacqueline Mary Barrett.
Te Pukwe.
Philip James Davies.
Te Pukwe.
Lorna Elizabeth Mary McBain.
Te Pukwe.
Julie Claire Lennon.
Te Pukwe.
Margaret McMahon.
Te Pukwe.
Paul Anthony Russell.
Te Pukwe.
Ross Hunter.
Te Purkwe.
Derek Robert Weir.
Te Purkwe.
Shahana Ahmed.
Te Purkwe.
Scott Alexander.
Te Purkwe.
Ryan Barnett.
Te Purkwe.
Russell Andrew Craig.
Te Purkwe.
Kevin Drysdale.
Te Purkwe.
Andrew Fowler.
Te Purkwe.
David Garmore.
Te Purkwe.
Timothy James McCulloch.
Te Purkwe.
Ewan James MacDonald.
Te Purkwe.
Martin MacDonald.
Te Purkwe.
Stephen John Norrie.
Te Purkwe.
Simon Quirk.
Te Purkwe.
Duncan Robertson.
Te Purkwe.
Ian Edward Rolfe.
Te Purkwe.
Mohammed Khalik Sheikh.
Te Purkwe.
Ross John Vernal.
Te Purkwe.
Alan Davis.
Te Purkwe.
Vary Duffy.
Te Purkwe.
Graham James Marshall.
Te Purkwe.
Anne Perry.
Te Purkwe.
Win Sem Sam.
Te Purkwe.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I present to you Mark Allen Thompson, who has been awarded the Aidan Ravenscroft Prize as the most distinguished graduate in science of the academic year 1999 to 2000. Mark.
Congratulations indeed.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, in name of the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and by authority of the Senate, I present to you these students who have fulfilled the conditions required by the resolutions and may now be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Veterinary Medicine and Surgery. Colin Adams.
Te Medicinae Chirurgiae Veterinariae Baccalaureum Creamus.
Simon Christopher Archer.
Te Purkwe.
Elizabeth Drummond Barr.
Te Purkwe.
Melanie Broad.
Tay Kirkwood.
Katie Stephanie Louisa Broadhurst.
Tay Kirkwood.
Emily Jane Brooke.
Tay Kirkwood.
Catherine Rebecca Brooks.
Tay Kirkwood.
Lee Ann Brown.
Tay Kirkwood.
Paul Andrew Calway.
Tay Kirkwood.
Jennifer Jane Chalmers.
Tay Kirkwood.
Lindsay Charles.
Tay Kirkwood.
Christian Ann Cole.
Tay Kirkwood.
Joseph Martin Collins.
Tay Kirkwood.
Jonathan Mark Cracknell.
Tay Kirkwood.
Mariana Daviles.
Tay Kirkwood.
Tanya Louise Dennison.
Tay Kirkwood.
Zoe Kirsty Dicker.
Tay Kirkwood.
Gillian Norma Dodds.
Tay Kirkwood.
Michael Smith Dodds.
Tay Kirkwood.
Simon Doherty.
Tay Kirkwood.
Claire Mary Donnelly.
Tay Kirkwood.
Donald Donnelly.
Tay Kirkwood.
Jade Rhea Douglas.
Tay Kirkwood.
Sharon Frances Dungavel.
Tay Kirkwood.
Pia Ingsholt Einshow.
Tay Kirkwood.
Claire Fisher.
Tay Kirkwood.
Charlotte Rita Mary Flood.
Tay Kirkwood.
Nick Freeman.
Tay Kirkwood.
Kirsten Louise Fife.
Tay Kirkwood.
John Gocher.
Tay Kirkwood.
Nicholas Graham Goldfinch.
Tay Kirkwood.
Peter James Gray.
Tay Kirkwood.
Hazel Ann Halliday.
Tay Kirkwood.
Paul Mark Hallam.
Tay Kirkwood.
Kevin Harley Todd Harkness.
Tay Kirkwood.
Jennifer Mary Henderson.
Tay Kirkwood.
Stuart Andrew Hills.
Tay Kirkwood.
Shona Mary Hingston.
Tay Kirkwood.
Joanne Leslie Ireland.
Te Pukwe.
Dowie Owain Jones.
Te Pukwe.
Alma Elizabeth Catherine Kerr.
Te Pukwe.
Katja Couple.
Te Pukwe.
Alison Jane Kyle.
Te Pukwe.
Claire Adrian Lamb.
Te Pukwe.
Karen Susan Lancaster.
Te Pukwe.
Amanda Jane Lee.
Te Pukwe.
Grace Sun Yi Lee.
Te Pukwe.
Caroline Ann Liardet.
Te Pukwe.
Christopher Michael Lockery.
Te Pukwe.
Emma Jane Love.
Te Pukwe.
Jonathan Raymond Love.
Te Pukwe.
Fiona McGregor.
Te Pukwe.
Inga McKenna.
Te Pukwe.
Philippa Jane McLaren.
Te Pukwe.
Elizabeth Helen Milburn.
Te Pukwe.
Andrea Milner.
Te Pukwe.
Kerry Ann Mitchell.
Te Pukwe.
Abigail Louise Morgan.
Te Pukwe.
Liam James Morrison.
Te Pukwe.
Karen Stewart O'Donnell.
Te Pukwe.
Catherine Suzanne Park.
Te Pukwe.
David James Parkins.
Te Pukwe.
Leslie Ann Penman.
Te Pukwe.
Teresa Katrina Proudfoot.
Te Pukwe.
Jennifer Reiki.
Te Pukwe.
Andrew Robert Reed.
Te Pukwe.
Claire Elizabeth Roger.
Te Pukwe.
Catherine Lucy Scaife.
Te Pukwe. All right.
Claudine Cito.
Te Pukwe.
Timothy James Shearman.
Te Pukwe.
Karen Shore.
Te Pukwe.
Heather Helen Simpson.
Te Pukwe.
Jan Louisa Simpson.
Te Pukwe.
Louisa Jane Smith.
Te Kokwe.
Katrina Donna Stewart.
Te Kokwe.
Gavin John Tate.
Te Kokwe.
Wendy Elizabeth Ann Tate.
Te Kokwe.
Susan Doreen Waddell.
Te Kokwe.
Claire Louise Huiwei.
Te Kokwe.
Keith Lawrence Wilkinson.
Te Kokwe.
Anne-Marie Louise Williams.
Te Kokwe.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I present to you Philippa Jane McLaren, who has been awarded the McCall Award as the most distinguished veterinary medicine graduate of the academic year 1999 to 2000.
It is a great distinction indeed. Congratulations.
On behalf of the University and of my colleagues in the University, it is a great pleasure to extend to all who are here today, graduates, parents, friends and supporters, and particularly our newest honorary graduate, a most sincere welcome. Arriving at graduation is the completion of a somewhat complex journey. Today we've seen a very interesting mixture of postgraduates and undergraduates proceed to their degrees, having pursued quite varied courses of study. The breadth and the depth of those studies are a very clear indication of the commitment and diversity, which is one of the traditional hallmarks of an institution such as this, built upon strong and ancient foundations. As graduates today, you can wear your gowns with pride as you join the ranks of those who are labelled irretrievably as graduates of the University of Glasgow. For some, this may be the first such connection with the university. For others, there will be connections that run through parents and grandparents and back through further generations. We were, of course, delighted when you decided to join the University of Glasgow. We are very pleased indeed to see you emerging as successful graduates. As graduates, you go into a wider community which is changing on a very day-by-day basis. You will make your personal contributions. The communities are quite different to the way they were some recent years ago. In particular, in Scotland, much has changed recently. The Scottish universities, for instance, are now in a new ministry alongside of enterprise and lifelong learning and economic development. But nonetheless, within this new community, we will continue to make our traditional contributions. And we make those contributions in a great many ways. We make them, obviously, through the central processes of teaching research, which produce graduates such as yourselves. We provide access programs and summer schools focused very particularly on seeking to bring into our community those from less traditional backgrounds and often from quite deprived backgrounds. There is a very firm belief within the university that they should have access to the educational opportunities that you have yourselves had. We present many educational programs in the broader domains, cultural emphasis, and particularly of late emphasis on the public understanding of science, the most critical area of endeavour in our current climate, where often the public are confronted with far too much unfortunate misinformation. We also have many health and health-related programs, not just those promoted through our medical school, but promoted by others within the university. But in that rich community, the university must continue to contribute itself in a very significant way. We continue to do that. We see roles such as the creation of wealth, the creation of social integrity, as being of the highest priority. There was a time not so long since when universities attracted that rather unfortunate sobriquet, the ivory tower. I believe that nothing is further from the current truth of the situation. There's a great deal of evidence of this. Perhaps one of the most interesting and contemporary pieces of evidence of which we are particularly proud arises from the way in which we interact with those who sponsor research in one form or another. We gain research grants and contracts from a variety of sources, from industry, from commerce, from pharmaceutical groups, from the research councils, and from the charitable trusts. This week, the university passed a most significant milestone, in that, with the graduations this week, the timing was as ever impeccable. We, for the first time, exceeded a total of £100 million in new grants and contract awards. This doesn't sound a great deal if you say it quickly, but if you reflect upon the fact that it is income and award at the rate of £200 per minute for every minute of the year, then it begins to put it into perspective. It is a great pleasure for me to acknowledge the debt that I owe and that the university owes to my colleagues in the university who have put in such extraordinary efforts to achieve this outcome. Further, it is not just the university that will benefit. There is no doubt that the local, the regional, and the national economies will also benefit. In the ways I've mentioned, and in many other ways, the university stands at the cutting edge of academic development. In graduating today, you have benefited from that standing. We believe we are sending you out equipped to pursue successful and fulfilling careers. But sending you out does not mean forgetting you, and we do trust that it will not mean you forgetting us. As I said earlier, you are now labelled Glasgow graduates. Wear the label with pride and remember its roots. While we wish to follow your fortunes, we would wish you to follow ours. Today, in graduating, you join a worldwide family of some 120,000 who are labelled graduates of the University of Glasgow. This university is not its buildings, magnificent as they may be. It is its students, it is its staff, and it is its graduates. You now number among the latter, and it is my pleasure as such to wish you Godspeed and every success in your future lives. I thank you.
Gratia Domini nostri Iesu Christi, et caritas Dei, et communicatio Spiritus Sancti, sit cum omnibus vobis. Amen.